Welcome back, everyone, here to Bronx Talks. Today, we are going to be talking about Marcus Stroman and why he will thrive in New York for the New York Yankees. Obviously, the Yankees brought in Marcus Stroman on a very team-friendly deal this past offseason, and we've seen a lot of great things from Marcus Stroman, and that's saying a lot, Christian, because we haven't even seen him take the field yet. It's only been the second day of pitchers and catchers reporting, but just all the things Marcus Stroman is saying, everything he's saying on social media. I mean, this guy looks like he's dedicating his life, his whole entire life, to trying to help this team win a World Series. At least his talk is definitely saying that. And as a fan, Dan Rourke said this today. That's really all you can ask for. And I feel like what he's saying on social media right now fires me up as a Yankee fan and really makes me get behind him because it's so exciting to see that out of a player. And, us fans, especially a lot of Yankee fans, like, this is our livelihood. Like, this is our life. It's the Yankees. So, putting all that energy into winning 28, it's really, really great to see from Marcus Stroman.
Yeah, I'm just going to read what he put on his Instagram story today. Locked in for season, ring chasing with the squad, no time for nonsense. To all my family, friends, and acquaintances, I'm sorry if I don't respond or don't reply to messages. I'm busy. Love you though. Talk to you all around Thanksgiving. Time to get to work. I
Ooh.
mean, look, it's a little far fetched out there, right? But I mean, how can you be a Yankee fan and not love that? And me and Ryan, I don't want to necessarily speak for Ryan, but I was definitely not totally on board with bringing him in just because of his past with the Yankees, and he's had some problems. But I mean, look, they offered him a contract. He's in pinstripes now, so all we can do is really support him. And so far, I mean, between the press conference and some of the quotes that he's put out, it is all A plus. So I mean, he even today, he was giving tons and tons of praise to Brian Cashman. I think he was asked about his relationship, and he was
Mm-hmm.
talking about how nice of a person Cashman is, how solid their relationship has gotten. So, I mean, really, a lot of the concerns that I had about him are slowly starting to fade. So, right there, that's a really good sign.
Yeah, absolutely. Just putting that all away. And, I think maybe he even saw a lot of the, things that were being said around, about him, Christian, and he wanted to, change that perception and make a positive impact on Yankee fans. At least myself, he has went above and beyond with my expectations when it comes to like a media standpoint and saying the right things. You don't see players just say this kind of stuff willy nilly. Like, this doesn't really happen that often. So from a media aspect and, saying the right things when coming to the Yankees, this and that, he's went above and beyond my expectations. And it's definitely something I haven't seen from a player in a very long time. Um, he definitely has that New York personality as well, right? He brings the swagger. We can see by his outfits. Just for example, today, second day of pitchers and catchers reporting, Christian, and he's wearing the 1998 Yankees World Series hat. He has the shades, the Stone Cold Steve Austin t-shirt. Like, this guy is stylish. He fits the New York build. He fits the New York persona. And I think that's a big reason why he will thrive in New York. And especially, Christian, if this guy, Marcus Stroman, he's had beginning of his career, so much hype, went over to the Mets, was with the Cubs for a while. He was a really solid pitcher, but I don't think he ever got that, all-star level, like, caliber recognition from the league. He was definitely an all-star pitcher, but he wasn't as recognized. I don't think he was a focal point in Major League Baseball. If this guy can go back up what he said this offseason, go out there, have a dominant year, come up big in the playoffs for the Yankees, I mean, this guy will be a legend forever. And I think it would just be a really, really good story. And I'm really excited for Marcus Stroman because, at first, many people could just thought this is a nice pickup, nice signing, middle of the rotation guy for the New York Yankees, slide him into that 3 spot. But I think, right now I'm looking at like, hey, this guy's really dialed in. He's really locking in. He wants to be a Yankee. He wants to wear those pinstripes, and he's treating this more than just a job. I know a lot of baseball players, they want a ring too, but they also like their paycheck as well. It seems right now Marcus Stroman is simply playing for that World Series championship, and I absolutely love to see it.
Yeah, it seems like he's all in. And another thing that shouldn't be ignored, I mean, Marcus Stroman is probably our second most consistent pitcher in our rotation right now. This guy,
Mm.
really, his last bad season was 2018, where he had an ERA plus of 77. Other than that, I mean, since 2019, it's been, let's see, he didn't play in 2020. So four straight seasons of an ERA plus above 110. I mean, this guy's consistent. He was great in the
Mm-hmm.
first half last year, slowed down a little bit. Then in the second half, there's not really, I know me and Ryan have kind of thrown out the word gamble or risk with him. We're kind of talking about media and what he says online when we reference that. Not so much the performance because, well, yes, is he coming to New York and is that always a question? Yeah, sure. But this guy's really had a very consistent career. So the fact that the Yankees brought this guy in on a really good deal, he seems like he's ready for New York. I mean, he's already pitched with the Mets, which is a different environment, but he seems like if
Mm-hmm.
there's anyone who can handle and feed off the pressure in New York, it's him. And, he's also a very good pitcher. And it's not like he's going to be 33 years old. I think there's just a lot going into it that's going to come together and end up being a really, really good Yankees tenure for Marcus Stroman. And I'm really super excited for it because, I mean, he's really doing everything right. And day by day, I'm becoming more and more of a Marcus Stroman fan.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll end it on this. Right now, Marcus Stroman is beginning to start the chapters of his Yankee career, and he's those first two chapters right now. What he's saying on social media and all this stuff about trying to win a World Series have been pretty good. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, if this guy goes out there, has a dominant season, helps the Yankees win the World Series, comes up big in the playoffs, so on and so forth. I mean, this guy's going to be a legend forever, and he's going to be talked about for a while. And I think that's definitely what Marcus Stroman wants. But he's setting himself up for a storybook season with these comments.